When working on a high-stakes project, it can be useful to add a buffer, but add the buffer to the overall deliverable rather than to every sub-step you or a team will take to get there. Let me illustrate this with a simple example. I'm planning to meet my wife for lunch today, but before doing that, I want to drive to the gym, exercise, relax in the hot tub, shower, shave, get dressed, and then drive to the restaurant where we're meeting. I should add a buffer to the overall set of tasks I just described. Suppose everything I listed will take 2.5 hours. Maybe I add 15 minutes of buffer and start driving to the gym 2 hours and 45 minutes before we're planning to meet. I've buffered what matters, getting to the restaurant on time. I don't need to buffer each individual task. I don't need to think that driving to the gym usually takes 15 minutes, but to be safe, I should plan on 20. My wife will care if I'm late meeting her for lunch. She won't care whether driving took 20 minutes instead of 15. So I need to buffer what matters, the overall duration of the morning that includes driving, exercising, and so on. On an Agile project, management should not care if one product backlog item takes longer than expected, and they definitely shouldn't care if one of the many tasks needed to deliver that product backlog item takes longer than expected. Testing taking 12 hours instead of 8 should not matter to anyone. That's like my drive to the gym taking longer. Who cares? Unfortunately, too many managers and leaders do care. They micromanage, and this creates problems. If I know a manager is going to yell at me if I take longer than expected to code something, I'm going to pad my coding estimate. If my manager is going to be mad if a product backlog item takes longer than expected, I'll pad the estimate for the product backlog item. In the larger picture, being late on these should not matter. A task or backlog item that takes longer than expected should be offset by another that takes less time than expected. Managers should be concerned instead with the team's larger objectives. Will the team, for example, be able to deliver in 6 iterations the functionality they promised, which is needed to achieve some business result? That matters. And if a plan to deliver that needs to be communicated, or there are significant downsides to being late, you might want to consider adding a buffer to that plan. When necessary, buffer what matters rather than the smaller components of that. If you found this video helpful, please do me a favor and hit the like button. It really does help YouTube know to show the video to others. And click the subscribe button if you'd like to be notified of future tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.